Hello, I'm away from the farm today. I'm currently in the temple, just in the middle of the local village, and it's my partner's dad's retirement party today. He's the Puyai Ban, which is the village headman. He's well known in the town, and there's going to be hundreds of people coming for the party. I thought this is something that tourists never really get to see, so I thought I'd show you around. It's going to get loud, so we're going to switch to voiceover mode. Let's go. Tonight, this stage in the middle of the temple grounds of our Thai village will explode with light and sound. This is a Morlam concert, but this isn't the gentle, traditional Morlam you see in tourist brochures. This is the modern Morlam. And don't worry, we'll return later when the party really gets started. The Morlam is an art form that has evolved from its modest folk origins into a raw, electrified cultural force hired for weddings, festivals, and in this case, a retirement party, and funded by the whole community. This is the real Thailand happening right now. Thailand is back in the news once again with reports of falling tourist numbers. So why, when we talk about refreshing the country's tourism, do we so rarely talk about this? What if the most vibrant, authentic cultural events are also the ones tourists never get to see? The truth is, you can't buy a ticket for this online. It's not on the typical travel circuit. You have to be invited in. You need a bridge. For years, my bridge into this deeper, more authentic Thailand was personal. It was family. I was invited in. But that always left me with a question. How could a regular traveller, someone without those connections, find this world? Could they find a bridge of their own? That search for an answer led me to a farmstay in Ubon, a place run by Pikek and Pirung, who aren't just farmers, but connectors. They're part of a new initiative looking to build a bridge for visitors by breaking down the biggest barriers. And the biggest barrier of all often comes down to one simple question.
นักท่องเที่ยวพูดภาษาไทยไม่ได้
ไม่มีปัญหา
ไม่มีso
no ไม่มีปัญหา
คุยกันยังไง
โอเคหนึ่งพื้นฐานเราพอมีเนาะเราพอฟังได้การตอบโต้ก็คือใช้สื่อ translate เราก็คุยกับเขาก่อนที่เขาจะมาว่าโอเคเราบอกเขาก่อนว่าหนึ่งภาษาเราไม่ได้แน่นนะคุณยอมรับได้ไหมใช่ไหมก็คือเขายอมรับได้ที่เขามา
Good morning, 6:15 a.m. and I think today's going to be an adventure. I'm at Suan Homestay in Ubon Ratchathani.
ดีนะเอาเสื้อสำนักงานมาด้วย พี่ลุงแสงเข้าหน้าโอ้ออร่าจับปิ้งปิ้งปิ้งสวยไงสวยสวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีค่ะค่ะเพญนภาวิทยาลักษณ์นะคะจากสำนักงานเศรษฐกิจการเกษตรค่ะกระทรวงเกษตรและสหกรณ์ค่ะวันนี้เราอยู่ที่สวนนาตาบัวออร์แกนิกฟาร์มเราอยู่กับพี่รุ่งนภาค่ะวันนี้เราจะมาทำท่องเที่ยวเชิงเกษตรนะคะเราก็จะมาติดตามดูว่าบ้านพี่รุ่งเป็นยังไงบ้างเพื่อเอาข้อมูลไปทำแผนพัฒนาด้านการท่องเที่ยวให้ยั่งยืนต่อไปค่ะสำหรับพี่รุ่งวันนี้มีอะไรนำเสนอเราบ้างคะ
วันนี้เราก็จะมีการทำอาหารการทำปลูกผักของที่นี่นะคะแล้วก็จะมีการจัดทริปทำกิจกรรมทำบ้านดินแล้วก็ทำปุ๋ยหมักอะไรเนี้ยใครที่สนใจมาแลกเปลี่ยนเรียนรู้กับเราที่นี่ซึ่งจะเป็นโปรเจกต์ที่เรากำลังคิดกันอยู่ค่ะ
That little interview was from yesterday. I just want to read this. Dear traveller, the Office of Agricultural Economics has been commissioned by the Ministry of Agriculture to conduct a study on developing organic agriculture for agrotourism purposes, increasing income and fostering sustainability for farmers. We kindly request your assistance in completing our agricultural tourism survey to support this important study. I got asked a load of questions. Why do I come here? What do I enjoy about it? And I tried to answer as best as I could, but I forgot something. People say sometimes Thailand has lost its sense of adventure, but it's absolutely not been my experience. I think you can definitely find adventure. That's one of the main benefits of a homestay. Last night when we had dinner, I asked, well, what are they up to today? And can I just tag along?
โอเค
Okay.
สวัสดีครับชื่อแขกครับสวนนาตาบัวสวัสดีคิดวันนี้เราจะไปทำติดตั้งระบบโซลาร์เซลล์ปั๊มรีดผ้าก่อนอันดับแรกนะครับ
นี่เสื้อผ้าทำงาน
เมนเทนแนนซ์ก็มีงานนอกงานในเสริมรายได้เข้าในฟาร์มของเราถนัดในเรื่องของระบบไฟฟ้าโซลาร์เซลล์งานช่างด้านช่างแล้วก็โอเคประสบการณ์มาจากการทำงานที่โรงงานนะคิดเนาะก็เอามาใช้ปรับปรุงในเรื่องการดำรงชีวิตไม่ใช่ว่าเราจะทำสวนอย่างเดียวก็วันนี้ก็จะเดินทางไปกับคลิปที่ไร่ใต้นะครับกินข้าวเสร็จแล้วก็เดินทาง
noodle soup for breakfast, and they make their very own chili oil here as well. If you have any doubt about the quality of the ingredients, don't worry.
นับน้ำเด้อ1 2 3
1 2 3
โอเค
นี่เป็นตู้คอนโทรลปั๊มน้ำอินเวอร์เตอร์ใช้ไฟฟ้าก็ได้โซลาร์เซลล์ก็ได้ครับเป็น2ระบบข้างในก็จะมีอินเวอร์เตอร์ 3.7 กิโลวัตต์
มีใครสนใจติดต่อทางสวนนาตาบัวได้
Okay, yeah, good, good,
สวนนาตา
yeah.
บัวกุด
It's payingไหม
ไม่แพง
ฮะ
ไม่แพงคุยกันได้
Okay.
ราคากันเอง
ราคากันเอง
มิตรภาพ
โอ้
Okay,
ไป
พร้อมแล้วล่ะ
โอ้
Okay.
Why do you think tourists like to stay with you?
โอเค ที่ผมสังเกตนี่ก็คือว่าคนต่างชาติเข้ามานี่หนึ่งเขาชอบอาหารที่สวนเราก็คืออาหารเราปลอดภัย เราปลูกเองทำกับมือ เป็นอาหารที่ปลอดจากสารเคมี เนื่องจากเราทำมาต่อเนื่องหลายปี โดยที่ไม่ใช้สารเคมี เขามาเนี่ยงานเพื่อด้านสุขภาพคือเขาอยากจะมาทานอาหารที่เราปลูกเองเนาะคิดเนาะกินเองปลูกเองแล้วเขาก็มาช่วยแล้วก็ลงมือช่วย อันนี้คือเสน่ห์ของเราลองดูเรื่อยๆ
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
ข้าวพลังเล็กเนี่ย
เป็นการเท่าไหร่ล่ะจ๊ะ
เราไก่ห้อยนะเก่งตัวนี้เพราะไทยกินได้
รอได้
ใต้นะครับยางพาราสวนยางพารา93 ไร่นะครับ ยาวประมาณเกือบ200 เมตรแล้วก็จะมีเสริมแอร์แวร์อาจจะไม่เหมือนชาวบ้าน อันนี้ให้เครดิตพี่คันชิตแล้วเราก็จะดูดขึ้นจากแม่น้ำมูลนะครับ มันต้องขึ้นน้ำต้องขึ้นวันนี้ต้องขึ้นให้ได้ไม่ขึ้นไม่ได้
So I know this isn't really something that you'd normally consider to be a tourist activity, but this is all pretty interesting. This is the Moon River. So here we go. Here's the pipe. It's going to go all the way up the hill there to a new rubber tree plantation. It's pretty beautiful down here. Do you reckon they'll let me have a go in the boat? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe that's not the greatest idea.
สวยมากหันอับจบมากินของมาเลยได้ปั๊ม3 แรงของมิตซูนะครับของแท้
หนักบ่เอ้ย
ไม่ขึ้นนี่เย่งานงอกเสียเลยเสียคิดด้วยเดี๋ยวคิดมาทำวิดีโอด้วย
ใช่ I think I'll go and have a lie down. Watching them work so hard is making me tired. I first met Kek a few years ago. I was looking for something fun to do whilst my family were here, but was also doing some research on what kind of tourist activities were available. If one day we make our own farm stay, what can we do? That first day, they took us into the local village and they showed us things like basket weaving and wood carving, and then we went to their farm and had lunch. It became apparent that they were involved in many different interesting projects. They had a contract with the local university to host all different agricultural and educational events. So we stayed in contact and I went back several times to join some of these events. This group worked with the agricultural departments and the universities to help develop their products. If a farmer has an idea of a product they want to sell, then the university can provide their knowledge and resources to teach them everything about marketing, packaging, distribution, organic certifications, everything that allows them to be able to sell their own products, allowing them to make more money. It's an amazing project, and by hosting these events, the Farmstay is at the centre of it all. So when I arrived yesterday, I didn't know I was going to be filling out a questionnaire from an agricultural department, but it also didn't surprise me. Every time I've been to visit, there's always something going on. ทำไมอุบลไม่มีนักท่องเที่ยวเยอะ
ในมุมของคนอุบลเองนะคะ มองว่าอุบลเป็นเมืองปิดต้องตั้งใจมาไม่ใช่จังหวัดผ่านมันจะไม่เหมือนจังหวัดที่อยู่ระหว่างกลางที่จะไปจังหวัดใหญ่ๆได้ของอุบลก็คือมาปุ๊บสุดเขตประเทศชายแดนต้องตั้งใจมาต้องมีอะไรที่อยากมาเราจะต้องสร้างจุดเด่นของจังหวัดเราแล้วก็เชิญชวนนักท่องเที่ยวเข้ามาชมในจังหวัดของเราให้ได้
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm from Austria, Vienna, and I came to Southeast Asia for 2 months to do a road trip from Bangkok, all the way to Laos, down to Cambodia, and then to Bangkok.
We just got a little clip of you on the bike. You weren't wearing a helmet.
I park the bike usually where there is a roof over it so that it doesn't get wet, but for the clip specifically, I drove the bike here to place it there. Usually I do wear a helmet, have gloves and proper boots as well. I specifically try to look for homestays, farmstays, organic farming, permaculture and such things, and had quite trouble finding it, but then on Google Maps I found this place quite near Ubon. The house, the quality of the house is really, really nice, especially compared to most of the homestays or hostels that I've been to. I had quite a trouble of renting a bike that I was allowed to take out of Thailand and across the border. But after quite some hours of research and contacting them, I found one shop that would rent a bike and do all the necessary paperwork to get the bike across the border. Trying to do a road trip and crossing the border to Laos, then to Cambodia and then back, so the 2 border crossings were quite a bit of paper that I have with me stored in the bike, otherwise I wouldn't be allowed through.
What's your understanding of Ubon as a place that can be a stop on for somewhere else and like the border crossings? And so you've done a lot of research. What's your opinion on Ubon?
Most people just do the southern islands to Bangkok, to Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, but there has already been a lot to see in Isaan, and Ubon is the last stop in Thailand before crossing onto Laos to Pakse, to then do the Ban Laven or Bolaven Plateau and do a coffee trip around on a scooter, and then you could go either south or north, either to Chakek and do that famous loop there, or to go into Cambodia, which I'm trying to do in a few weeks. And then I will try to go through Cambodia and back on the ocean road, a road next to the ocean, travel the pristine road back to Bangkok.
What would your recommendation be to Tourism Authority of Thailand?
Ubon in general is way more international than I thought. A lot of people speak English, some even spoke German to me, which I completely didn't expect. It has quite the coffee culture, it has an artsy feel, it is one of the big stops and it might be one of the biggest cities of Isaan. And I do think it is a nice stop if you're trying to go to Laos and you don't have to do the well-known tour to Ubon Ratchathani and then Vientiane. You can just go straight through to Pakse. It's way more convenient in my opinion.
For this new agritourism initiative, they chose one location in several different provinces, and in Ubon, they chose Suan Homestay. One of the questions I was asked yesterday was about the quality of information available on their products and services. My answer was, it depends on which language. In Ubon, they've built quite a name for themselves, so there's a lot of information available in Thai, but in English, there's very little. They have listings on a few booking websites and backpacker websites, but not a lot. Definitely very little information about all the projects they're involved in and their role in the larger community. And to me, that's a huge selling point. If you come to stay with them, of course, there's all the activities you can do on the farm itself to do with organic farming. But if there's anything else you want to know about the culture or the food, then they're extremely knowledgeable and part of a much larger network of organic farmers. I asked about how to grow mushrooms and he introduced me to a local mushroom farmer. I asked about making kombucha and they showed me several places that teach you how to make it, and then he went to the fridge and got out a bottle of his own homemade kombucha. It was banana flavoured and it was delicious. If they don't have an answer, then they know someone that does. Apparently, Pkek also knows how to install solar panels. I should have guessed, really. That afternoon, whenever I wasn't having a nap, I watched Kek and his team assemble the panels step by step. As the sun began to bleed from the sky, we reached the moment of truth, and initially, it looked like success. The pump sprang into life and all eyes were on the section of pipe where the water was meant to emerge. Unfortunately, it didn't. The day was nearly over, but the water wasn't flowing yet. Life rarely follows a perfect script, and after some inspection, they discovered that somewhere down the line, an air leak was stealing the pressure. The panels worked, but the job wasn't over. And this is the moment that sticks out to me. Most tourist experiences would have wrapped up neatly by now. I was still able to witness a beautiful sunset over the Moon River, but I also got to see the real work being done. This wasn't a performance for my benefit, it was just quiet determination. It's a privilege to see this side of things, not just the idyllic picture, but the grit required to create it. Thailand is known as the land of smiles, and this doesn't just show the quick and easy Thai smile, but the deep resilience behind the real thing. By the end of the day, they'd fixed all of the leaks up to the pump itself, but discovered that there were further leaks in the hundreds of meters of pipe leading to the rubber plantation. So now, with the light all but gone, we packed up and headed back to the farm, Keck knowing that him and his team would have to return tomorrow.
Go home. Go home. กลับบ้าน
It is one of the farm stays where they actually do organic farming. They try to live in with nature. They try to eliminate every chemistry they have to put in to increase the yield. And they kind of show that it's possible to not just have a flat rice farm, but also have a forest nearby, have different fruits, have different plants, make themselves products that they can then sell. And it is absolutely amazing. It's a pristine site of land. It's very tranquil.
Good.
Very good. You can easily stay here a month if you want to get off the grid, basically. They are very friendly. I feel very taken care of. It was quite a coincidence that I found this place, but I'm really glad I did find it because I intentionally just thought of staying here a day or two in Ubon, but I quite extended it for at least a week.
ทำไมพี่คิดถึงเลือกมาเที่ยวที่นี่ ตั้งแต่แรกเลย
ผมคิดว่าภาคอีสานมีชุมชนวัฒนธรรม
วิถีชีวิตวัฒนธรรมอีสาน
วิถีชีวิตชอบโฮมสเตย์แบบนี้อยู่กับครอบครัวต้องเรียนชี
อยาก
วิต
เรียนรู้วิถีชีวิต
ใช่
ค่ะ
ใช่
ชอบความเป็นธรรมชาติของเรา
ผมคิดว่าต้องโปรโมทชุมชน Yeah
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you ขอบคุณครับ Okay Thank you
เจ๋งมาก
อยู่กับครอบครัวมีความสุขใช้ชีวิตแต่ละวันเนี่ยมันมีคุณค่าเป็นธรรมชาติเนี่ยที่เขาชอบคิดโอเค
And finally, as promised, let's finish with a quick look at the Morlam. It's a crazy experience. The bass vibrates right through you and everyone else in the entire village. The energy is electric, pulling everyone out from their seats. Another key difference from the traditional Morlam, this isn't a performance you observe, it's a party you join. And as the night goes on, you start to see the details, the unscripted moments that tell the real story. It's common practice to tip the performers, usually in cash, but in case you can't afford it, a simple flower is enough. It's a direct and heartfelt connection. And then I saw something I couldn't have imagined, a tip delivered with a shot of liquor. The dancer, without missing a beat, accepts both with a practiced grace. Is this chaotic? Is it controversial? Absolutely. I can understand why the Tourism Authority showcases the gentle traditional version and why some people argue that the modern Morlam has lost its way, coming from what used to be a form of quiet, modest storytelling. There's a path often trod in tourism that's paved with polished performances, where local life becomes a carefully curated show. Traditions are presented from behind an invisible velvet rope. It can be beautiful, but you can leave feeling like you've only glimpsed a reflection, not the real thing. But this wasn't behind any rope. This was a community celebrating in its own way. It's messy, it's loud, and it might be too much for some, but it's also incredibly alive. It's fueled by community generosity and defined by unfiltered joy. It's not trying to be anything other than what it is right here, right now. And even as the rain starts to fall, the party continues late into the night. And that, I think, is the point. How can you know which version you prefer if you only ever get to see the official script? Do you want the polished story, or do you want the opportunity to write your own? That's the power of the bridge that people like Pikek and Pirung are building. It's not a perfectly packaged tour, it's an invitation. I've left a link to their Farmstay in the description. You'll see activities listed, but my advice is to treat that as just the beginning. The best adventures here are the ones you can't plan. The spontaneous decision to join in, to help, and to learn. And remember, a bridge runs in two directions. So when you go, don't just ask to see their world, share yours. Show them photos of your home, your work, and your family. This is how a simple holiday can end up becoming a real connection. It's how you can find the real Thailand. And in my own personal opinion, a potential new way forward for tourism. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment letting me know your thoughts, and I'll see you next time.